Hello, hooligans, and welcome back. Today, our question is, what can I do on my rest days? So let's talk a little bit about rest days, kind of how to rest day. So first things first, I think that for most athletes, unless you're training more than 20 hours a week, you absolutely should take one day completely off. And there's a lot of reasons for that. Primarily, it's to give your kind of connective tissues, your tendons and your ligaments and your bones, just an extra day to kind of like make sure they're getting stronger. It's a day to kind of like scrub some of that physical stress. So how do you do that? Well, one of the things that I'm a big fan of, and I think that's one of the reasons this question was asked, is when I give my athletes rest days, I say no yoga and stretching. And this is for a couple reasons. I mean, the primary one of which is that most of us type A endurance nerds are, basically addicted to moving. And so it's very easy for us to take yoga or stretching to an extreme amount. And some of this is informed by athletes who I had earlier in my career who I'd say, hey, take a day off, and they would stretch for 3 hours. And guess what? Stretching is pulling on muscles, which is then pulling on tendons, which is then pulling on bones. So guess what? That connective tissue, if you stretch more than just like a few minutes to kind of get the muscles to relax, you are adding stress and tension to those connective tissues that you are trying to get to rest. So I really am not a fan of like especially like a big extended stretch on a rest day. And frankly, yoga, especially if you don't do it a lot, yoga on a rest day, unless it's like a really mellow half hour, then it's, you're going to be doing some standing poses that are going to start wearing out your legs. You're going to be doing some fairly deep stretches, which again are going to be kind of yanking on that connective tissue. So when I say take a rest day, I mean, at most like go for a 30-minute walk, flat walk, no hiking. So 30-minute walk, drink a lot of water, eat really good food, and generally don't try to restrict calories on that day. Maybe you take exercise time and you do some planning for the rest of the week, or you do some equipment maintenance or something like that. Or maybe you read a book, sit on the couch, watch a TV show. The idea behind a rest day is just really decrease stress and just relax and chill. Okay? Go rest days. Have a good day.